Global panic ensues when it is revealed that a mysterious UFO is actually a giant bird that flies at supersonic speed and has no regard for life or architecture. Tonight's movie is Rodan, Toho's first color kaiju film.
Adam,
We're not doing Rodan? What the? The giant claw? What the fuck? Ah! Here's your damn ranch show, folks. Greetings, and welcome to the internet's only film review show where it's likely you'll actually get to see the host have a fucking aneurysm on camera. Film Rants. I'm your host, E. Adam Thomas, and tonight we bring you our final film for Kaiju Month, Columbia Pictures' 1957 shitfest, The Giant Claw. The basic premise is pretty much the same as Toho's Rodan, released the previous year. A giant airborne kaiju on the loose, destroying everything in sight. But it's handled so much more horrendously in this feature. Directed by Fred F. Sears, who brought us the classic Earth vs. the Flying Saucers and the shit-tacular Night the World Exploded, this film stars Jeff Morrow and Mara Corday, who are honestly the only fucking reason to watch this egregious sucktacular. It was originally supposed to have special effects produced by stop-motion artist extraordinaire Ray Harryhausen, but the producers were afraid it would cost too much money. So the giant bird creature was designed and built by a low-budget model maker in Mexico City. I think he supplies stuff for Gilbert Ortega. I'm not entirely sure. This thing looks so fucking stupid, they wouldn't even use it on the poster art for the film. Which could also explain why Emmerich and Devlin didn't use any shots of Godzilla for the posters for their shitfest of a film. Now, I would love to say that the monster itself is the only reason to avoid this fucking film. But it's not! The writing is abysmal. With the exception of a couple of really cute romantic scenes between Morrow and Corday, most of the dialogue is absolutely awful. The supporting cast is barely good enough to be killed off as red shirts in a pre-credit sequence in the third season of classic Star Trek, and they have way too much to do in this film. Some say this film is about as fun to watch as just a good old schlocky fun. There's nothing fun about this film, except maybe the knowledge that when Toho did the same basic film a year earlier, they succeeded in every single way this film failed. If you made Rodan versus the Giant Claw, it would be over in 2 minutes, because the first time Rodan would see the other creature, he'd cause himself an internal hemorrhage from laughing his reptilian ass off so hard, and Godzilla would have to finish the film. Now, I understand that back in the day, you could release 10 or 20 of these shitty little B movies, these Roger Corman wannabes, which all combined cost half of what it would take to make one decent major film, and yet you'd still end up making twice as much at the box office. But for God's sake, do you have to go out of your way to make them suck? Honestly, between the script and the bird prop, if I had been hired to direct this shit fest, I would have quit. Seriously, I'd rather be a greeter at Walmart than have my name associated with this piece of shit. In an interview, star Jeff Morrow said that neither he nor anyone on the film saw the title monster until they went into the film's premiere in Morrow's hometown. Morrow said that the audience roared with laughter every single time the monster made an appearance, and he wound up slinking out of the theater in embarrassment before the film was over so that nobody who knew him would recognize him. Now that's a lot of suck for one film. The director died of a heart attack shortly after the film was released, and I kind of suspect that it was the stress of knowing that he had made one of the best and one of the worst sci-fi films in history at the time, within very short order of each other. I mean, holy shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, fart, turd, and twat, this film sucks! The rantometer is almost unnecessary here, but for artistic, I gave it a big fat 0. Coolness, it gets a 1 because of the effort made by Jeff Morrow and Mara Corday. They really are the only reason to consider watching this film. Originality? Nada. Nuttin'. Can't even give it half a bong. I do get generous, however, with the suckitude. 5 blades of suck. Count 'em 5. That brings us to our lowest score so far in the history of Film Rants, a -4. Jeff and Mara narrowly save it from the bonfire. Just barely. Tell us what you think about this film or others, and if you're good, we might do some more new releases over the summer, like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes or Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. Let me know what you think of some of these new releases or some old classics here on Twitter, Facebook, or Google Plus using the hashtag FilmRantsEAT. Phoenix Comic-Con is also coming up soon, and I will be moderating panels, and I also have a couple of Godzilla panels of my own there as well. So be sure to check that out, June 5th through June 8th at the Phoenix Convention Center. Guests will include Carrie Elways, Bruce Campbell, John Barrowman, and Nathan Fillion. You don't want to miss out on that. Now, I have no idea what movie I'm doing next, so just check us out next Wednesday, and don't forget to comment and subscribe. You can also see my fellow Angry Men, Angry Andy and Uncle Drew, right here on the Angry Men Reviews channel. Good night, and beware of giant bird droppings. And that pretty much sums up this film. It's a giant fucking bird dropping. Get us out of here. Good enough for internets.